All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi, and here the country's top leadership would turn up to join hundreds of Anglicans in marking All Saints Cathedral centenary celebrations. President Uhuru Kenyatta, NASA leader Raila Odinga and Chief Justice David Maraga were all in attendance. It was the first time President Kenyatta and Raila Odinga were meeting face-to-face since the contested October 26th poll that saw IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati declare President Kenyatta as the winner. And aware of the sharp divisions brought about by the poll, Reverend Welby, who is also the global leader of the Anglican Church, struck a reconciliatory tone among Kenyans, noting that it is only through reconciliation that the country can retain its status as a model for Africa.
In our world today, we need an example of reconciliation. Not only in this country, but in the region of which it is the leader, in the continent, around the world. This land is the cradle of human beings. Human life started
to ensure
here.
That reconciliation truly works for the country, Reverend Welby called for establishment of requisite structures that he termed critical in ensuring its realization. On his part, aware of the calls by the opposition NASA on its members to boycott certain products, host Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit also called for tolerance, warning against the use of tactics that may hurt the economy. President Kenyatta, in his address, lauded the Anglican Church for its role in building bridges of peace and called on Kenyans to put into practice the calls by the religious leaders.
The Anglican Church and the history of Kenya are one and the same thing. From the creation of Kenya as a protectorate, to a colony, to our independence, we have moved together, shoulder to shoulder. Through all the trials and tribulations that our country has had, the Anglican Church was there. In the critical days of the Second Liberation, the Anglican Church was there. All the way to present time, and the great contribution that this church has also made to health, to education, as much as spreading the word of God throughout our country and region, and also the peace work that has been done by the Anglican Church in the region, especially in neighboring South Sudan. These are all works that are very, very much appreciated.
NASA leader Raila Odinga would later hold talks with the Reverend Welby after the service, with talks centering on reconciliation. Raila, however, while addressing the press after the meeting, noted that while he is a champion of reconciliation, he made it clear that during the meeting that there can be no reconciliation without justice.
That I've mentioned to them that reconciliation must be based on justice. And I've actually quoted Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who led the TGRC in South Africa. He came up with a very famous quote that without justice, there can be no reconciliation. Without reconciliation, there can be no peace. Without peace, there can be no development. So what the people of this country really want right now is justice. That justice must be done, must be the foundation of any kind of reconciliation in this country.
The All Saints Cathedral, which was built in 1917, also used the occasion to unveil its new strategic plan that incorporates the expansion of the facility to include an ultra-modern children and teen center.